Hi. Oh, why did I sound like that? Can we control alt delete that sentence? Hey freaks, welcome to Vlogmas Day 17. I did not film a vlog yesterday. I sustained a little injury. I rolled my ankle pretty bad and I just wasn't feeling it. And it's okay to give myself a break if I need a break. For today's vlog, instead of having a normal vlog style video, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be talking about 10 things that will sure as well be left in 2024, because we are growing, we are thriving, we are learning new lessons, and we are not carrying this old baggage with us, okay? And I hope that in hearing this, maybe you hear something that you also realize, hey, I should probably stop doing that too. I think that this video is very telling. I would love to look back on it at the end of 2025 and see if I really have left these things in the past. So to start off, this is gonna sound crazy. Caring too much. Yep. I am a people pleaser to the max. I want to make everybody around me happy. I want to solve everybody's problems. But period, point blank, I am not superhuman. I am literally just Teresa. I am trying my hardest. And sometimes I need help too. And we are cutting that out. We are going to stop caring too much. I feel like I was my happiest, I was thriving the most when I cared a little less.
Oopsies, there was no audio for this clip, but the second thing I will be leaving in 2024 is not setting boundaries. No more letting people treat me like a doormat. I am the only one who can truly advocate for myself.
On to my third point. Being too nice. I have a really bad habit of being too nice. And this is my biggest downfall as an OnlyFans creator, especially when it comes down to chatting. A lot of people will subscribe to me and they want to talk, and that is okay. I don't mind chatting. When the chats get more into general sexual stuff and this person just keeps talking, I keep going along with it instead of saying, hey, at this point, we're sexting and I'm gonna need for you to pay me. And I've just been too nice, and it has been my greatest downfall, I think, in OF, is just caring so much about making sure that my subscribers, my fans are getting value, but I'd say 95% of my fans don't really care to tip me for the value, don't really care to comment, to like my posts, to engage with me, to follow me on other socials, to watch these videos. Like, it's not like they have to, but I'm so worried about providing value to people who are literally just there to and move on to the next one. And I'm tired of just being too nice. So we are pulling that back a little bit. We are setting boundaries. We are being honest. We are being very forthcoming with our intentions. And we're going to be a little cunt, okay? Sorry for the profanity. But we are going to be just a little cunt coming into 2025. Number 4, treating people better than I treat myself. Treating people better than I treat myself, physically, mentally, and financially. I swear, I have done so much for people that I don't even speak to anymore. And I would hope that I left a good impression on their lives and maybe helped them move a little bit further, maybe motivated them to be a little bit better, and maybe pushed them out of their comfort zone a little bit in ways that will help them succeed. I would hope that I have been a good, light to some people, genuinely, because all I've wanted to do was leave a good mark on the world, and that falls back into people pleasing. So this is something that, I'm learning about myself, truly, sincerely, is that I just need to be a little more selfish. On to number 5. Toxic foods. Yeah, I said it. I have really changed my relationship with food this year. I used to be a fast food fucking queen. If I wanted a Big Mac, I was gonna get a Big Mac, and you can tell. Honestly, you can tell. I have not prioritized my health or the things that I'm putting in my body. When I started tracking my macros in early September, I really learned a lot about myself and my eating patterns and my eating habits. I crave carbs all the time. I'd go to the gas station and get myself an energy drink or a soda and a bag of chips and a thing of candy. Why do I need all of that? Like, pick one, or better yet, get none, go home and cook. You lazy cunt. The junk food, the constantly eating out, the fast food, I know it's not going to be something that I can quit cold turkey, but making more thoughtful decisions when it comes down to the things that I put in my body is really how I want to carry on from here on out. I just, call me crazy, but I learned some stuff about food dye, and now I am quite literally terrified to have sprinkles. And I used to be a sprinkle fiend. Sprinkle fiend. But now, to this day, anything with food dye in it kind of scares me away. Number 6, limiting beliefs. This entire year, have put myself in the mindset of nobody has money, so I'm not going to make money. And then I see a tweet from a beautiful woman that I follow who said, "This has been the best year of my life financially. I have made the most money on OnlyFans this year than ever before." And immediately, I'm going to be honest, I got jealous. I'm like, okay, thanks, bitch. Like, you don't have to rub it in. But then as the feelings started to set, I realized something. People have money. I'm just not working hard enough. And I've let that be a limiting belief for me and keep me from reaching new heights. I have let my physical appearance be a limiting belief for me. No one's going to want to see my content now that I've gained all this weight, when that's simply not true. I just needed to learn how to promote myself in different areas to attract the people that are looking for women with my body type. I'll never get better if I constantly believe that I'm going to fail. I recently just filmed a vlog with my grandma, and she kind of roasted me a little bit and said that I'm really negative. And I've always considered myself more of a realist, but if I am constantly telling myself that I'm going to fail, or it's not worth it, or I shouldn't try, I am going to fail. I did hear that being overly cautious is a trait of somebody who is really smart. So I'm hoping this means that I'm just really smart. But I'm going to be honest with myself and say that I'm probably not. I am a little lazy, and it's easier for me to talk myself out of doing something than to get up and do it. So we are leaving limiting beliefs in 2024. Number 7. Wasting my thoughts on people who hurt me. And I know this may sound so, well, duh. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to yourself? Every time I let myself focus on painful words, painful situations, painful thoughts, I find myself being in a terrible mood for the day. And I'm like, why am I doing this to myself? I can't go back in the past and change what happened. As often as, and I know you do this too, as often as I will be in the shower and I'm washing my hair and I'm like, fuck, that would have been a perfect comeback to what that person said. I can't go back and change what has been said. I can't go back and change what happened. The hurt is there. The hurt is always going to be there. But the longer I focus on it, the bigger it looks. So we are leaving the people that hurt me in 2024. We are not obsessing over them anymore. We are not thinking about them anymore. Because let's be quite honest, how often are they thinking about me? You know? So let's not waste our thoughts with that. Let's level up. Let's level up. And I hope that you do this one too, because honestly, why are we wasting our time with people we wasted our time with? Number 8, giving my money away. Now, I've struggled a little bit this year, so I've done a lot less of that than I have in the past. In the past, I had money, everybody had money. And I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. I'm a very giving person. Gift giving is my top love language. When I have it and my friends are struggling, I'm gonna make sure they have it too. When I have it and I wanna go on a trip with my homie, but they can't afford it, bitch, fuck the money you got in your account, let's go, I'm taking you. However, I've taken a couple people on trips in the past, And I'm looking back in my life, and a lot of those people, crickets. I haven't heard from them. I don't talk to them anymore. And looking around at my life right now, being at a low point financially, and looking at the people who I could ask for help, and there's no one, as far as the people that I've done for. The people that I've taken on trips, the people who I've paid their bills, the people who needed gas so I got them, the people I co-signed on apartments for. I'm not joking when I say that either. I'm not joking when I say that. I have done so much for people who, now I look around, those people are nowhere to be found. I am done giving my money away. In 2025, there's no more of that. And I'm going to do for the people who really deserve it, the people who've stuck by my side. That doesn't mean I'm about to be stingy. That doesn't mean that I'm about to be heartless, careless, whatever the case may be, because I don't want that to be the case. I want to do for my friends. I want to do for the people who've shown up for me, but you got to earn it. I'm not just giving out free handouts anymore. It's not happening. I am prioritizing myself and protecting myself from being hurt in the future. Number 9. This one kind of coincides with the last one, and that's reckless financial decisions. I have been nothing but reckless. Nothing but reckless. All the money I've made, and I'm going to be honest, my savings is so small. And that's the reckless financial decisions that I've made. I mean, I spent $7,000 on my gender reveal party. Yeah. $7,000 total between new outfits, the venue, the decor. I got a party planner for it. I balled out for that event because I was trying to portray that something that I wasn't at the moment. I was literally falling apart. I had no money. I was stressing out. And I'm over here trying to make myself look like I've got shit together. So that way, I don't know, people don't think that I'm a failure. The gender reveal party was in 2023. But 2024, we've made some poor financial decisions as well. In 2023, I bought a timeshare. Yeah. Don't ever buy a timeshare. Do not, if I could teach you one thing, it's do not buy into a timeshare. Because I'm going to tell you this, and I didn't know this prior. If you don't own a house and you buy a timeshare, you no longer qualify for first-time home buyer loans, grants, whatever the fuck it is. Listen, I don't have a house for a reason, and it's because I got a fucking timeshare. You no longer qualify for those things. There's so many fees that are involved that they don't tell you about. There are so many requirements that are involved that they don't tell you about, and quite literally, it is a waste of money. So hopefully in 2025, I use my timeshare that I'm spending money on every month. But as of right now, she has yet to be used, and that was a incredibly reckless financial decision I made. And this is also 2023. I traded in my car, my Jeep. If you guys know me, you've been following me for a while, you should know this one. I traded in my Jeep for a more mom car. I also wanted to lower my payments a little bit, when quite frankly, I could have just refinanced and kept my car. But I traded it in for a mom car. I also needed new tires. I was going on a road trip. And it just made more sense to me to trade in my car. Well, I ended up trading in my car for something more expensive and doubled what I owed instead of just refinancing and making a smarter financial decision. It was very impulsive. I got railed from the back at the car dealership, okay? They saw me come in by myself to get a car, saw a young, naive, pretty girl, and said, pull your panties down, bitch. And I did, and now I'm regretting every decision. I want to replace my bad habits with some good habits. So we are leaving reckless financial decisions in 2024, and instead we will be focusing on budgeting. We will be focusing on budgeting and saving. I want to go to barber school. That is on the top of my goal list for 2025. But the only way that that's going to be viable for me and for me to have minimal stress is to fix my finances. So my main focus moving forward is going to be budgeting. And lastly, number 10, ignoring my responsibilities. Now, I have a kid, and that is quite literally the only responsibility that I am obligated not to ignore. I want him to have a good life, so I make sure that he has his playtime, his reading time, time outside, walking, going on walks, experiencing the earth. I make sure that he has a good life. But I often end up neglecting my personal responsibilities, whether that come down to filming custom content. I will not get ready for 3, 4 days and I drag it out and it leaves fans upset and I end up losing trust with them, and it just is not a good solution to my problem, which is being sad, because then things just stack on top of each other. Another thing that I have struggled with since adulthood, and maybe it's something you guys relate to, is setting medical appointments. That is something that I have found myself neglecting this year, is my actual physical health, as far as seeing a doctor. And just, I use the emergency room as my primary care physician, and that is not okay. So next year we are prioritizing booking our appointments, getting checked up, doing the things that we need to do to feel the healthiest. I need to work a little bit harder. The longer I sit on my ass, the easier it is for somebody else to come in and take the money that could have been mine. My focus definitely in 2025 will be prioritizing my growth. I feel like this video has been really, really long, but I hope that you took something from it. And if you watched this far ahead, could you go ahead and drop in the comments something that you would like to leave in 2024? And maybe, just maybe, I'll come back in 2025, drop a comment asking if you stuck to your goals, because we're in this together, you know? I think that me posting this and sharing this is kind of a bit of exposure therapy and outing myself, so that way if I continue to do these behaviors, especially publicly, you guys can come back to me and be like, bitch, I watched that video and you didn't change and I'm disappointed. And the last thing I want to do is disappoint you guys. I am done here. I hope that you enjoyed the video. It would mean the absolute world to me if you liked, commented, like I said, and subscribed if you're not already. Turn on that little bell so that way you get notifications when I post. Maybe check out my other socials. I don't know. Maybe your willy is willying right now and you want to check out that social. Or maybe you want a little giggle. Check out my TikTok until we can't anymore, because RIP soon, I guess. I don't know. At this point, I'm just babbling. I have some customs I need to film, some other things I need to get done. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye!